Welcome back to Talk Horror to Me, the only horror movie review podcast that rather play tiddlywinks. Before we bring on our awesome co-hosts, Ashley, Carly, and Brooke, let's see what we're talking about tonight. Tonight, we check out the 2012 American psychological horror thriller film directed by David Guy Levy and starring Brittany Snow and Jeffrey Combs. It is based on the party game Would You Rather and centers on the woman named Iris as she attends a dinner party where she must partake in life-threatening games to help her sick younger brother secure a donor after he contracts leukemia. Would You Rather premiered at Screamfest on October 14th, 2012 and released in the United States in select theaters and through video on demand on February 8th, 2013 by IFC Midnight. Hey, everybody! What's happening? What's happening? It's like we're all here. We're all like, I don't know what to do. Oh my god! Is this a show? I feel like we're all guests on a show we've never done. No, whose crazy pick was this one?
Mine.
Yours. Well, as we know, the new format. Brooke's new here, so she doesn't know what to think. So, Brooke, it's your film, but you have to pick who actually starts talking about it.
I pick Ashley.
Okay, so I was so excited to start watching this movie. It did not seem familiar to me at all. I read the synopsis and was like, okay, this sounds really freaking good. Started watching it. I was about 6 minutes in, had to stop it, and was like, hey guys, just, quick PSA. If a billionaire asks you if you want to go to a dinner party, let's just say no. Let's just say no. Because I'm getting that vibe already. And then it was about 10 minutes in, close to the first kill, when I was like, oh my God, I've seen this movie. And I love it. I love this film. It's an incredible pick. Good job. There's twists all over the place.
Yeah, I had people message me and was like, that's a good film. I'm like, well, come on and watch.
Yeah, it's a really good film. You did good. I loved it. What about you, Carly? What did you think, Miss Murder Baby?
Wow, Miss Murder Baby. Loved it. I'd never seen it before, but I did read the synopsis this time. I did. I got a little bit ahead of myself. But I knew, that the billionaire is doing the party. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea, but it was a great bad idea. And there were parts of it that I was going, oh my God, I can't watch this. Are we spoiling? I mean, it is kind of old.
It's an old one.
Yeah.
Okay, the razor blade to the eye. Oh my God.
No, little cut.
I mean, if you saw the poster, that was already given away. No spoilers there.
I didn't see the poster. I just read the synopsis. And so, yeah, I was a little bit surprised by that. But I love Brittany Snow. She did a phenomenal job. I really enjoyed the movie. Good one, Brooke.
For some reason, I always find like the sad parts in every horror movie. So I'm like crying in the horror movies. I'm like, I did that with the new Insidious. I was in the movie theater crying. They're like, why are you crying?
You're infested. You're infested. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm getting a call. What? A dinner party? $50,000 to the winner?
No.
All right. Sorry, guys. I have to go. Wait, what? Okay, all right, I'll do it afterwards.
No.
All right. I will tell you this. I did love the film. I've seen it before. I don't remember the actor. I mean, actually, if you look at this film on second watch, I'm like, oh, he's in it. Oh, John Hurd's in it. Oh, wait a minute. Snow was like, wait, isn't that the kid from the thing with his name's Earl or whatever it was, and he was in it. All the black guy was in it. It's like all of a sudden I started realizing people were like from other things. But the first time I saw it, I'm like, I know Jeffrey Combs. He's from Reanimator.
Ricky from freaking Trailer Park Boys, just chilling over there being a big time gamble dude. I was like the whole time like, Ricky, okay.
Yeah, but here's what I'm gonna say. Yes, I may go to a dinner party if there's like tiddlywinks and checkers and things of that nature. Maybe hide and seek. I don't know. $50,000.
No,
That's a lot. My brother's got leukemia. I need to take care of that stuff. And I think they said it beautifully for the reason why she personally went. Yeah. So I think that, like, for a movie that starts off with like Roman numerals, like it's from 1970s, era, like the motif of how they kind of spun out the movie, like what to expect, and it's kind of the tone. They did a great job of like, it's just them, parents not there, brother got leukemia, she's like underwater about it, and what's she gonna do? But she's sacrificing everything. So in that way, it was perfectly keyed into why she would go. And then you just need two cents of like, oh, he's a gambler. Oh, they need this. Oh, they flew me in from such and such. It was like all that was so incidental. Still trying to figure out why the lady in the wheelchair was there. Maybe she was just on a Tuesday night and there was no bingo that night. I don't know. But it was great. I loved it. It's fun. It's a fun movie. It's very tight because it all happens mostly within that one dining room space, which is very 12 Little Indians kind of style. So anything that to keep it tight where they can put all the production value into other things. Just well crafted. Well done.
It was good. Now, does anyone remember the grandma? Isn't that our devil from the Elevator movie?
I don't know. I mean, I have all these, I meant to go look them all up. So June Squibb is the name of that actress.
She's so freaking cute.
93 years old. I was wondering whether she was one in the wheelchair when they were at the hospital. Remember, she opened the door and a woman in a wheelchair like wheels in. I was actually thinking that was her, but I couldn't find any information to say otherwise.
Yeah, I don't think it was. Yeah, I think it's the same wheelchair, probably.
Probably. Yeah, that's probably true. They just rented it from Walmart or something. I do not see her. We can talk about that later. I don't see her credits as listing that movie. But back to Brooke. I mean, this is your film. Give us a little bit more about what you thought of this thing.
I thought it was sad, especially at the end when the brother died.
Spoilers.
Suicide. So, I mean, and I like the kills. The kills are good in the games. Yeah.
All right. Here's what I'll say about that. I don't know, not about the games. We'll get to the games in a minute and the kills in a minute. But the ending. Let's talk about the ending.
Yeah.
The fact that she does come home. Hey, we'll spoil it for everybody. Does come home, finds out the brother is. Was it necessary? That's the key.
I feel like it was because there was so much foreshadowing him doing this. Mm-hmm. There was so much foreshadowing. When she goes and does the water challenge, basically, like it's TikTok challenges over here. And you kind of really get to meet more of the brother through these flashbacks and his concerns, his worries and everything. It does set the tone. And in that moment, I was like already expecting the worst because that's how my brain operates. And then the end of the movie happened and you were just like, I wanted to be wrong.
Yeah. That I did see it coming when she looked in on him. And he's just like, going, looking the other way, sleeping. Mm-hmm. You and me were on the same way, like Ash. It's just like, I don't think he's alive anymore. But still very, very sad.
It was so sad. I wish that they wouldn't have. I really do. Right. But I feel like it was necessary for what they were leading up to the whole time. Every time they did a flashback to the brother.
Yeah.
Which sometimes it was like it took you out of the story for just that microsecond. But a lot of times it was pretty seamless, I thought. But we're gonna get into murdering, but before we can murder people, we need to actually have the graphic for murdering people. So let's start with Brooke. I'm doing my best, y'all. But let's start with Brooke. What was your favorite kill / or game?
Okay, my favorite kill was the barrel. I think she put her head in there for 7 minutes and drowned. 4 minutes. 4 minutes and drowned. That one was my favorite game and kill.
Was it your favorite because you didn't like her?
Yeah, she was kind of She was catfish. But if you hear her backstory with her, I think her kids got drowned by her husband. I think that was it. Then yeah, like I kind of felt sad for her, but she was mean a bitch.
Yeah, she was. She was. Miss Carly.
Yes.
Your turn.
My turn wasn't exactly someone in the game. The doctor that I thought was coming to save the day, boom!
Oh, I forgot.
I was like, oh,
yeah,
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, this side shot was pretty epic. It definitely came out of nowhere because we were so invested in, he's going to help. And then it's like, splattered brains. I think it was good because I saw it twice and I still forgot that happened and it made me jump. So jump scare kills are always awesome.
Yes.
My problem is this guy went through it, but he's all about like, hey, why don't I just keep pushing people into this game so I can make some money, y'all? I mean, not the best doctor. Just saying. Ashley.
He was saving Iris in the long run.
He finally grew a conscience.
Yeah.
That's all we can say. But obviously he'd been making money off this hand and foot for a little while now.
Yeah.
Ashley.
I agree. I think my favorite is the first kill that we see because it's so sudden, it's so jarring, it sets the tone for the rest of the characters to know that this isn't just a game. Like, so
this is John Hurd's kill when he tries to leave.
Yeah, he tries to leave. He's drunk, which was so sad. I actually had to. That's the scene that I finally, like, the movie clicked for me when he was forced to drink. And I still, even though I don't battle with like substance abuse, but I don't know why it hits me like in my gut so much. I don't know if it's like a past lives thing or whatever, but I had to fast forward through that because it was so sad. It was more sad than the vegetarian scene. Like, I was just like, it tastes good. I'm mean. I'm horrible. I know. But the alcohol, I was just like, I'm sorry, friend.
Yeah, and ironically, the eating of the steak was so benign. It really kind of is a red herring for how bad it's going to get. It's like, I can do this for 10 grand. Hey, easy peasy. But John Hurt being killed shows two things, right? One, it's just the horrendousness of what they have to battle within themselves to do this. And two, the fact that Jeffrey Combs, Mr. Shepard was so just like thought it was so hilarious to do this thing, which just shows you where his brain as a character is. Bad enough he was leaving all those shells on the couch in the doctor's office. That was just weird and eccentric, number one. But I'm hoping that was like ad-libbed because it had
that'd be great
on the couch was fantastic. I'm going to go with the one I thought was the most emotional, which was the caning.
Yeah.
I mean, man, he pissed off that son something fierce. We all know the Penguin from Gotham. But,
don't mess with him.
And just the fact that, like, would you rather do it to yourself or to Travis? To Travis. It's like, you knew he wasn't going to get out of it, but the fact that he was so, I don't know, he was such a hero in that way, to take it, and knowing that he wasn't going to make it, which is so brutalized and so expanded and extended as a kill. It's like, just like, he can't continue because he just died. Because of,
it was sad.
That was just brutality of it. And over like 5-7 minutes of this. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. So let's talk about Jeffrey Combs and what's his deal. I have his foundation, and we only use his house for events because we don't actually live here. And I mean, who in the right mind would be like, I got all this money and I'm so wealthy, I just am so bored, I need to do these things to feel something. I mean, do you think that's what his deal was, or was it just so out of touch with reality that he just, I don't know, was he a psychopath or was he just bored and rich?
It's a good question.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Both.
He is sadistic, and he enjoyed the kills so much and saying this one's for the books and
yeah. And he was laughing. I'm like,
mm-hmm.
And it was so like jovial.
Yes.
Like it wasn't like
right.
It was really kind of like, oh my God, look what you just did. It was almost like he was so above everybody.
Yeah.
That the people weren't even really people.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a magnifying glass and an ant. It's like you don't really care at all for what you're killing and how. So yeah, I saw the. Go ahead. Brooke.
I feel like he did it for he's like, what will people do for money? They would do this for money. They would kill each other for money. And it was a lot of money on the line. Wasn't it like over 50,000? Or was it more?
It's 50,000. Yeah. That's not a lot of money when it comes to all this killing.
I was about to say, like, for $50,000, if someone was like, hey, I'll give you $50K right now if you just obliterate that person, I would be like, 50,000, like,
it's not much.
No, I could spend 50,000 in a day. That's not Indian people money.
But if it was $1 million, that'd be different.
I'd buy an RV. Boom, money's gone.
But the drunk dude got the $50,000. Of course, he didn't get to keep it because he died. But I think the end. Wasn't that a hell of a lot more than $50,000?
No, if I recall, and my brain might be mushy, I thought he had 5,000 and then ended up getting 10,000, and he tried to take his little bricks. And I think the big duffel, which we all know if we watch Dodgeball, a true underdog story, money doesn't translate into a big duffel bag like that.
Yeah.
You'd probably be like a little stack here. Here's a shoebox for all that $50,000.
Yeah.
But she did get a ready donor, was supposedly like ready to go for the brother. So that's definitely worth a lot more than 50 grand cash. So in reality, there's a lot more going on there, but you're right. 50,000 ain't going to get me to do much of anything. I'm lazy.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of work.
I mean, the meal seemed lovely, but even without a vegetarian option. But I just don't know why anybody would do it. It just seems very far fetched. But yet, every one of them had they pulled in because dangled the carrot without thinking. It's like, oh, I can play games. Yeah, I could do this. It's like because they weren't expecting to get shot in the face. Yeah.
Or
let me ask you a question.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. Go ahead.
Go, Carly.
They when the doctor was driving there, he had a scar here.
Oh.
Up in this area.
Yes. So I'm wondering what happened to him during the game. Of course, didn't matter because the guy's brain's blown out. But.
Well, what we need, Ashley, you may need to get on this. We need Would You Rather, the prequel.
The prequel, what happened leading up
what was his story?
Yeah.
How did he survive? And then it can actually, you know how like prequels but are really sequels, so they have to ramp up the gore and the violence. So that's what this prequel will be all about. Do you think Jeffrey Combs is available?
Maybe.
Pretty sure. I don't think he's got much going on, but cons and stuff. I want to talk. I forget his name. I know he was a penguin on. I have to look it up. My apologies.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either.
Yeah, Robin something or other. And my bad. His name is.
He looks so weird with blonde hair.
Taylor. It was. Yeah. What did we think about him? Because he seemed, in my opinion, way more maniacal and sadistic and terrifying than the father was.
Oh God, he was awful.
I thought he was a brat.
I thought he was a pointless character. I feel like if you would delete every scene that he was in, the movie wouldn't change at all.
Nope.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what I was hoping you'd say, Ash, because you and me. Wavelength. Because, only thing he really contributed other than snark was you said that about me and you stood up to me, so I'm going to tell my father to make your punishment worse. That's it. He could have done that to one of the guards. He could have done it to Jeffrey Combs himself. There was really no real point other than Jeffrey Combs trying to come off as honorable. Like, that's not how we do things, son. You got to take this seriously. Not like you did last year and you, like, ruined it. Like he had this weird sense of morality about how the game should be played and handled, while the son was just like, let's just kill them all.
Which is very Penguin of him, you know. I get behind that, but also the whole scene in the basement. Yeah. How did the dad even know that all conspired? Blevins wouldn't have known that happened. He walked in after math.
Like, I think he's smart enough. I mean, come on, he's MI5. He's ex-military. He knew what's up. He knows what this kid is about. So the whole apology of like, I'm so sorry for what my son did.
Yeah.
I think that just made this weird. Again, if that character did anything, it was up this weird like dynamic of like honorability, which as a layperson are all like, what the fuck are you talking about? So there's nothing honorable than what's happening here. But I guess the fact that she survived, she got the money, and everything she was promised.
It didn't matter.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. Guaranteed that Robert Lord Taylor would be like, okay, you're dying too, so I can keep my money. But I had a really good time tonight. So
can we talk about one scene though?
Which one?
Scene though. When she has the gun.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know better. You know better. Anybody who knows that you get a loaded gun with one bullet, one, you're not sure there's even a bullet in there unless you saw it happen.
Right.
And two, there was security. Bevins would not have allowed her to get out of there if she had shot Jeffrey Combs. But with that being said, you know what time it is?
What?
It's time to rate this thing. So I got it all handled, kids. All right, so Brooke, you go last, but who will you choose to start this rating process?
I choose you.
What? I'm so prepared. But I am prepared. So I'm going to go with, I have these things written down, mind you, kind of like Carly did at one time where she had 4 choices.
Yes,
I'm going to go with, now I'm going to change a little bit the wording just for the rating. I'm going to give this 3.5 batteries with some aftermarket modifications.
Okay. I like that. Wow. Modifications.
I forgot to write down what I was going to say. So.
Well, then I'm going to go with Ashley.
Yes, I will. I'm stalling for you right now. Oh my goodness, what would I do? I'm going to go with a solid 4.5 because I did really, really like this film. But we're going to go with a 4.5. I don't know if you're qualified enough to wait tables.
Well played. Golfers clap to all.
Yes.
Well, now Carly.
I was a server.
Well, no more stalling. I mean, I can.
Right. So I'm giving it a solid 4. Okay. And I know I talked about it before, but razor blades, because
I had to vacuum my driveway during that scene. I don't know.
If there's one thing I can't deal with, and actually my girlfriend also, she doesn't like anything where there are digits taken off the body, and for some reason the eyeball, I mean, that's precious real estate. I don't know. I think if you ask me if I want to be, blind or deaf, I'd be like, what? So Brooke, to you, my dear lady, what do you rate this film?
I love this movie, so I'm gonna give it 5. I guess. Whoops in the back.
This is gonna hurt.
Wow, 5. A 5, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, are you sure you're not talking about Insidious Red Door? Is that what you're giving a 5 to? Or are you giving this movie a 5?
That movie is great too. But
okay. Give that a 5 when we finally get to that. We'll just watch the entire series of Insidious.
I didn't know there was 5 movies.
No, I don't know if there's 5. She's going to give it a 5 rating.
Oh, okay.
I think there's only 4, but I don't know. It's not like the Conjuring universe where there's like 10 films. By the way, before we go into the next thing, I watched The Nun last night.
Really?
It was good.
Really?
I'm actually going to watch the Conjuring universe in time order. And so,
that'll be cool.
Yeah, very excited. Very excited.
Before the second one comes out. Before the second one comes out.
Yeah, I won't see the second one until it comes out streaming. But that's for a whole other conversation. Now we need to know who's next to tell us what film. Who's next? Who's next?
It's me.
It's me.
When we're gonna go all the way to India for this one, I was scrolling through Netflix and I found this movie called U-Turn, but be warned, there are multiple versions of U-Turn, and we're going with the one that was filmed in India. It sounds really good. It's about a reporter who stumbles on a series of murders, and wouldn't you know it, she's the prime suspect. Odd.
And here's what I'll say. Because Ashley and I have been going back and forth. There's actually 3 versions of this film.
Yeah, there's a lot
2023 version also from India. So please, audience, do not watch the 2023 version. Watch the 2018 version.
Yeah,
that is coming out of India. So yes, it is what we'll be doing next week.
I'm excited.
I'm glad you're excited because I got all sorts of things about both the movies I watched. Anyway, I like to be prepared. But I should have been paying more attention to which one it was. But they're both on Netflix, so be very careful to get the right one. You want the one from India. So that being said, we're getting close. Do we got anything else we want to talk about?
Everybody goes,
All right. I mean, okay. One more thing. We did talk about the games, but of the barrel games, which was your favorite card versus the barrel? The known versus the unknown. Ashley.
I would have my favorite, like what I would have picked.
Yes. If you had the choice of all 4 in the thing, what would you have picked?
I can hold my breath for a long time. Immediately, I would be like, go ahead, let's do this thing. I used to do this just for fun. I'd sit in my pool and see how long I could just be at the bottom all day long.
True. Although my lung capacity ain't what it used to be, but I also would have picked the known, which is 2 minutes underwater. Especially if Blevins is there, making sure I stay under.
Yeah, he's got me.
He's got me.
Wildly enough, I'm so sorry. I know that we're gonna. Wildly enough, I trusted Blevins like with my life, even though he was the bad guy. Like I trusted that man. Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm safe with him.
I agree because he was being paid to do what he was doing. But of all the people on that payroll, absolutely right. I believe that like he wasn't really there for this sadistic part of it. He was just like, that's what I'm here to do, even though he was administering the electroshock stuff. But yeah, no, I agree. I think he was most honorable of all of them there. Carly, which card, or would you take the 2 minutes underwater?
Oh God, I'd take the 2 minutes because I don't need my hand blown off or the razor blades.
That was going to be my other rating. It's like, that's not a firecracker. That's a quarter stick.
Oh, good Lord.
That was fantastic.
It was good.
And Brooke, would you pick the 2 minutes or some other card?
No, I can't hold my breath that long. Maybe, was there a one with the ice pick? I might do that one.
She's like, no.
It was not a part of the cards.
I don't remember the 4th card. I remember the razor blade, the 4 minutes,
all your teeth getting pulled out.
All your teeth getting pulled out, right. And I can't remember the 4th one. The stick. The firecracker.
Yeah, the firecracker.
Definitely not that one.
Yeah.
Maybe the 2 minutes, but I probably would die.
Well, I mean, it is would you rather. So take your poison. Yeah. But with that said, ladies, we come to another ending of another chapter of another horror flick.
Yes.
Love to you all. I just, how about, I don't know. It's so late. I got nothing. I'm doing my best. I'm going to just do a big oval egg. That's my love for you.
Eternal. Yeah.
Hey, there you go. I don't know. Got nothing. But with that, I bid you all adieu till next Sunday. Mwah, 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 mwah. And we're going to go. So as I drop off everybody from this, thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful Sunday, and we'll scare you later.